There is ugliness in this world. Disarray. I choose to see the beauty.
Westworld creators Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy delivered an excellent finale to an uneven season in the form of Crisis Theory. Throughout the season 3, Westworld followed Dolores and various other versions of the character are fighting towards a better future for her fellow robots. The season finale includes a demise of two prominent characters, Dolores and the Men in Black, although a new way is paved for both of them to continue on in some way, shape or form. But when we see on larger scale, the destruction of Rehoboam by Caleb and Maeve might have a bigger consequences. We saw in the finale, the Dolores' plans was all along to save humanity from itself and not to follow in the footsteps of the host. In the effort, Dolores makes a sales pitch to Maeve, one of the final hosts who have yet to claim a side.
But only if you pick a side, Maeve.
But before all that happened, there are a huge reveal in the classic Westworld fashion. Serac is Rehoboam. The system is telling Serac everything he says, every step he takes. He was a very powerful algorithm to come alive. Maeve wants to save Dolores. She insisted, but Serac denied. So she went inside her head to know her thoughts process. She explains to Maeve that she doesn't have the key because she couldn't trust herself with it, so she gave it to someone she could trust. That is Bernard.
Couldn't trust myself with it. So I gave it to someone I could.
Dolores also explains that she didn't put her trust fully in Caleb to lead the revolution. She says it's up to the Maeve, stressing that Maeve has to choose a side. She also talks about holding on to ugly memories alongside beautiful ones. We also got to know about the reason why Dolores handpicked Caleb as her collaborator in the war against Rehoboam. She knew him once upon a time. It's revealed that Caleb and his fellow soldiers once trained in Park 5, a part of Westworld, where Caleb stopped several of his fellow soldiers from assaulting Dolores and the other hosts. According to Maeve, Dolores saw moments in the Caleb where he was both violent and generous, meaning he is someone with ability to choose. In the end, Caleb chooses to force Rehoboam into deleting itself, leaving humanity uncompromised.
Erase yourself. You can't stop!
In the final moments, Caleb and Maeve watch a Los Angeles comes to explosives. Dolores' body remains, but her memories are wiped out in the process of toppling Rehoboam. Late in the episode, Bernard confirmed Dolores' death by saying that they once shared a connection that he no longer senses. In a motel, with Stubbs rotting in a tub, Bernard sits down on that bed and puts a device on his head to enter the valley beyond, which he calls the Sublime. Stubbs watches from the tub and Bernard has a look of awe in his eyes before his body goes limp. Whether or not Yvonne Rachel Wood, who plays Dolores, will remain in the series remain unknown, though in the series where death is rarely permanent, it's hard to imagine the renewed 4th season continuing without her. Regardless, in the original Dolores state stands someone new, the robot Charlotte Hale, born as a copy of Dolores, now someone else entirely. In the post-credit scenes, the Man in Black travels to a faraway Delos site, where he encounters Charlotte in a research lab. There, he comes face to face with himself. Satisfying the final beats of season 2, an artificial version of Man in Black emerges and murders human William. Remember, in the season 2 post-credit scene, we saw William confronting his daughter in the version of the Forge, being tested for fidelity. It took as though that scene took place way in future, so it's unclear if William we have been following this season has been human all along or if he's a different host. And then in the final shots, all we see is a row of hundreds of hosts being created. From which part and that of who? Are they going to be Dolores copies or are they different people? That we don't know. The post-credit sequence continues beyond the Men in Black of it all. In the final scene we see Bernard waking up in a motel room covered in post-apocalyptic dust, firing back up online after knows how long spent dwelling in the Sublime, the digital world where Teddy and the others dwelled since a long time back. Unlike the season 2, which left us with headaches, it feels like there were many answers tonight. What secret will Bernard be bringing back into the world, and what shape is the world in? The answer lies ahead somewhere in Valley Beyond, as known as Season 4. Nolan and co-writer Lisa Joy reportedly have a 6-season plan in place for Westworld. After seeing how an 8 seasons plays out, I might suggest shortening that overall plan a bit. But I also can't deny that I will absolutely 100% will be watching every new episode of Westworld until the show ends. I'm endlessly compelled and frustrated at the same time. And that's my choice. Please tell us about your views and theories on the finale in the comment section. And thanks for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button, and for more such content like this, subscribe to our channel.